Let's roll. Let's get this thing going one way or another. Appreciate everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. It's always a pleasure, always a plus speaking to you guys each and every day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, being part of the network. It's always a pleasure, always a plus. Don't forget to subscribe to the other platforms like the Big Game James page, Silver and Blue Nation, D Dallas Prospect, Every Legend Was Once a Prospect, as well as Okoye Media. You guys should see his page out there on Facebook. I really want you guys to reach out and subscribe. That's how we can grow this thing. Everybody must work together in order to people that we have in our corners is remarkable. We got some extreme, I'm talking about extreme, exciting news coming around the corner. But I just want to be able to talk to you guys, just talk to you guys for a quick second here about the Terrence Williams. On one hand, you look at it and you say Terrence Williams is designed and built for Tony Romo. Just to be honest to you all, I don't think that he's really a Dak Prescott type of receiver. Although Terrence Williams can run routes, and we saw the one game in Kansas City. But to me, personally, I think that Terrence Williams need a guy like Tony Romo, or needs a quarterback who can find him out in space, because after the play is broken down, that's where Terrence Williams eat, And I think the way that Dak Prescott plays, when the plays start to break down, he looks for the run opposed to the pass. And now, granted, I'm not trying to silly or denigrate Dak as it relates to quarterback play. It's just that sometimes things are designed to be with certain things. And I think, just to me, that I think that Terrence Williams is just not a Dak Prescott type of receiver. Now, can they make things work? Yes. But this is the gripe that I have with the NFL. I want to bring everything to this point. I hate the fact that the NFL can be so blind at times. The policy and the rule of conduct can be so convoluted that you really don't know. A possible 2 to 4 game suspension. Can we just have something just set in stone that when you have these type of transgressions, when you have these off the field issues, can it just be something that's like, okay, this is a 2-game suspension. There's no room for up and down or what have you, whether it be 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 games. Let's just get this straight, NFL. It's not that hard to do. If the shoe fits, if the punishment is this and the shoe fit the crime, then let that be. Don't have 1 week is 2 games and next week is 3 games or 4 games. Or just for instance, the Jameis Winston, I guess he was charged for groping a lady. Is that quote unquote goes under sexual harassment or domestic violence, what have you, physically touching a woman, and all of a sudden they say, okay, instead of 6 games, we'll give him 3. Come on, NFL. We have to draw that in. And I hope and I pray and I wish that the collective bargain agreement, when the next time that all of the NFL players sit down, that they can have a positive mind with this thing and have something to help the players out and also help these suspensions out, because it's to me, it's kind of crazy. Let me know if I'm wrong. Is it 2 games? Is it 3 games? Is it 4 games? Old folks, and I'm going to go give you guys this. Old folks used to say either she's pregnant or she's not. There's no in between. It's not that she's a little bit pregnant when you're talking about having relations with a lady and all this thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Either she's pregnant or not. You can't have she's a little bit pregnant or she's halfway pregnant. So the NFL need to have those type of rulings in place. Either it's going to be 2 games or it's going to be 4. Because what this does now, I guess on certain factors, from a defensive-minded person like I am, it can throw all type of hiccups to the next following opponents, because now they're going to have to say, do we prepare ourselves for Terrence Williams? Do we look at his scouting tape? Or do we look at the other guys that they brought in, like the Bryce Butlers of the world, right? And the other wide receivers, the Allen Hearns and the Deontay Thompsons. Do we more prepare for those guys versus the Terrence Williams? Because you got to look at the scouting tape. You got to look at the report out there on those players. And if you don't do that, then you can find yourself always trying to figure out who you're going to cover. And then also for the offensive side of things, the Dallas Cowboys. Do we then in point give Terrence Williams the reps, or we just say, okay, we're going to put you on the bench until the NFL decide whether it's going to be 2 games or 3 games or 4 games? So the NFL need to really bring home to this. Now, moving on from Terrence Williams on this thing, just let me know, guys. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions of Terrence Williams? Do you guys see? Because right now, cutting him will not save anything. It will hurt us more than help us if we decide to cut him. So it's best to right now to hold on to that asset. And like I said, when you're selling stocks, there's only 3 moves you can make. Either you can sell, or you can buy, or stay put. So at this point, the market is downward right now on Terrence Williams, but just stay put, because we just never know. A lot of things can happen within these 16 weeks. And especially, the football is a long grinder, and you want somebody out there with some experience. So I think that what T will be able to bring down the line. So that's why you still hold on to him, because you're not losing any money anyway. Now, is he like an extreme good receiver? No, but he's decent in so many factors, and I wished him nothing but the best, right? So moving forward, looking at the Seattle Seahawks, we know that they're back against the wall. We know that their offensive power, I think their strong suit is running the ball. And if you can make the Seattle Seahawks one-dimensional, and I think that our defense can, and shout out to Chris Richard. I saw a report out there that he called most of the defense week 1 and then all of the defense week 2. So it looks like Chris Richard is having a strong hold to this team. And we know for sure he got all of the ins and outs of the Seattle Seahawks. He knows the cons and pros of Wilson, and I think that that's going to benefit us. Now, can we march in there and say, okay, we win this game, we don't have to play it, we get the W? No, their backs against the wall. They're going to be swinging with any strength that they have left in their blows. So they're going to try to first and foremost score first. So look for them to attack the DBs. And I'm talking about these DBs because they going to have to get their hands on the ball. Although I believe in Chidobe Awuzie, I believe in him, and I believe in the Byron Jones of the world, who also get the quote-unquote for these last 2 games, lockdown corner. Shout out to B Jones, man, for being the lockdown corner. Like I always predicted, that length, that strength, that range that he has, that is special. But neither here nor there. Shout out to Okoye Media again. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to that page, Big Game James page, Silver and Blue Nation all day, even twice on Sunday. Don't forget to share this content as well. And tell a friend or a foe or a loved one, anyone, about Law Nations as well, as we begin to push a little bit further on down through this week. Let me know of your score prediction. Let me also know of what you think what we should do with T. Williams, as well as Jordan Lewis. I think that they have him as trade bait out there now, And also, if we so happen to win this game, which I predicted and I declare and decree that we are going to win this game. But if we so happen to win this game, right? If we do, should we go out then and insert the entertainment of selecting Earl Thomas again and bring up the fact that they are now 0-3 and this sort of thing? And if that so happened to happen, who are we going to release in order to have Earl Thomas on his team? I really want to know that too as well. So I want to know your thoughts and opinions. I just want to give a quick shout out to those who've been following the channel, and especially those on the Facebook panel. Shout out to Mike James, Tyson Patrick Sr. That's what I'm talking about, the first. Who is this over here? G. Garcia, thank you for tuning in. Also, Sanchez, thank you also for tuning in on the mighty Facebook panel. And also, Kerry Teagle and Jamal Anderson and Jay Riss. I know you guys watch this thing on Ricochet, so I really appreciate all of you all. And on the Facebook panel, we've got Who Mac. Thank you for tuning in. And also, No Dak Ninja. second place. Who Mac was first place. And also as well as Dallas Lee. Thank you for tuning in as well. Everybody that's communicating to me on all these platforms. It's always a pleasure, always a plus before you guys allow me to speak and give you guys my thoughts, my opinions. Don't forget to always comment. I read everyone's comment, even though I don't reply to most of them, but I read you guys' comments. And if you're on my podcast, don't forget to leave a review. Leave your thoughts on that too as well, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. However, you know, I got thick skin. I'm not going to fold up like a weak tent. So let me know how you guys feel so I can gauge that information and have better products out there for you guys as far as producing and putting out this information. That's all the time I have for right now, this early morning. Don't forget to grab your coffee. I always say the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. 100% Colombian. That's the blend that I'm drinking right now. And also from the Keurig machine. So let me know of any other flavors of coffee that you guys like so that I can, you know, try that thing out, because I always love to have coffee this early in the morning. You guys know how this thing go. One way or another, I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and join the notification squad so you can be part of the gang all day. And remember, you all are listening to nothing but the bass. Salute. Let's jam on out. We're out. Yes. Appreciate you, man. I really see all you guys up in here in this thing. It's always a pleasure. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's roll. Yeah. Be productive this morning. Let's get this thing. Let's go chase that 6 rings, man. You know how it go. Yeah. Let that beat drop in this early in the morning. See that Cowboys all day. Yeah. See y'all out there, man. Let's get this W, man. Chris Richard all day. That boy's having his defense grump, man. Yeah. Subscribe to those channels out there, man. I see y'all. Yeah. Let's roll. Bow tie all day, right? Yeah. Salute. Don't forget to put down where y'all from. Sip City, Sip Town. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Delta. Let's jam on out, baby. Peace. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the bass.